Something that was touched on is the fact that women aren't in leadership roles as they should be.
The black church, by and large, has participated in disenfranchisement.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the bottom line.
We have been a part of oppressing our own people.
Yes.
Which is why we aren't trusted.
Now I will never be your hater, I'm your biggest fan. I hope it falls into place just how you planned it. Life could put you in a pickle, just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail, but more importantly, you saw that clip. We got to talk about, why we don't trust the church. Now, they're talking about, it's not Me Too, but the female empowerment part. You don't put women in good positions. And that's been going on since I was a child and before, for sure. But I'm going to add some things to this and that you see it now. People don't trust the church because the church was part of the political, dog and pony show. So you go to the church and go, y'all need to vote for these people because they're good people. Yeah, do this. And the church goes, okay, pastor, we're going to do what y'all say. And multiple churches doing it, multiple churches and multiple pastors do this. And multiple churches vote. And then our community saw nothing. We all know about, taking tithes and offerings and mismanaging the money, but at the same time, talking about gentrification, but not really putting that money forward to make the black community of its church patrons and goers, employ them or make the money circulate. I know churches will buy real estate, they'll buy houses and, rent the houses out. But if you might get a church discount if you're in the church as far as like deacon, bishop, choir director, stuff like that. But if you just a part of the church outside of that, you might pay full price and might have to overpay. So that's the trust thing. Same thing goes with the go to the church and with I would say daycare. The church don't skimp on, hey, you gonna pay like you weigh, player. And there's nothing wrong with paying for a service. I get that. But at the same time, like I said, there's no discounts to your patrons of your church. So you're not even thinking about them like that. Now, we can go a little further. We talk about the government, but the church had a role in the breakup of the homes. All this church counseling that demonized men, all these preachers who demonized men for years and years and years, who made women feel comfortable that your husband, you're not like pastor. You pastor good. Pastor said it's like, okay, yeah. So you undermine these homes and you would bring the kids to the church and talk to them about things with the children that you wouldn't talk to the father about. So, and when the guy's mostly like, I don't trust you, man. I'm done with you. People go, oh, no. Not to mention, well, you shouldn't say not to mention, but, but also let's mention all of the affairs. Now it's weird to me because the Me Too movement really hasn't hit the black church like that. There've been scandals, but it's not like that. And you could say, hey, man, maybe stuff not going on like it used to. Could be. But, I I wouldn't bet on it. But hey, that's just my opinion. But let's take it a step further. When they say the church disenfranchises, it has sexism. What the church is not saying is they're hiring women more than they hire men. So the church doesn't really hire men like that. And sometimes people look at it as a low-key way to have a roster, a team, a harem of women around, so you could possibly, come up on something or come up in something. Because, they don't really, they would say the men are in prominent roles and the women are in the scene. And when I say scene, is sometimes it's kind of like a strip club, like put the fire one here and the fire one there and the fire one, because I've been to plenty of churches, like the people who work the camera are women, people who work the board are women, the people that are greeting are women. Like it's women, 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 women. It's just they're not getting upward mobility. And you start looking at the pastor like, no dudes ask for no jobs. I'm just questioning this, and then, another reason why people don't trust the church is the hypocrisy. And what I mean, the hypocrisy of not being there, having a history of not being there for some of its members at some of their most trying times. And I would say that goes to bigger churches more than smaller churches, because you're just a person in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? It's not personal. It's not, nobody cares about you like that. You're just like a fan in the stadium. And people believe that, the church are people of God and God's people, but at the same time, the place makes you feel so lonely at times. And you start going, I don't trust this. And then, and I'm going to say this, and this is what I'm going to end it on. One of the main reasons people don't trust the church is because the church comes off as distrustful, in the sense of, it's too many people who are overweight. Who, you trying to motivate me about God, but you morbidly obese, so you're overweight. So you don't take care of your health. The church doesn't have anything to do with health, right? But everybody has a sex addiction and a drug addiction and a drinking problem and an abuse problem. It's like it's a problematic place where it's a bunch of people who are who trying to get right, but they're only trying to get right for a couple hours in church on a Sunday. So people who are actually trying to get better, for years, the history was you got to get better outside of the church, because they're not going to really help you like that. But I'm going to leave it at that. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm going to tell you that.